Hey everybody, it is Whitney or Darth Crow with no drinking in the library. I am talking about Charlaine Harris, Dayshift, this show. So let's get started. It's the second of a book, and I don't like to do series, so I'm gonna make this out to myself. So no drinking in the library. That's why we drink at home, and I'm going to break a cardinal rule and talk about a trilogy. So cheers. Sure, stay tuned. We've got a little bit of soup talk, as in supernatural, so hang tight. Okay, so I'm back, and I really want to talk about this book. And what I meant earlier by I'm breaking a cardinal rule is because I don't really like to recommend trilogies or series of books, and I certainly don't start with the second one, but it's kind of what I'm doing here. So there is a book called Midnight Crossroad. That's what it's called. I had to think there for a second. I'm sorry. I've been, consuming a little bit of some my typical tasty adult beverages. Sorry. So this is the second book. The name Charlaine Harris may sound familiar to people because of Sookie Stackhouse. HBO has a series called True Blood based off those books. So Charlaine Harris was like, I am done with Sookie. I don't want to write any more Sookie books, and I'm over it. And the first book that she wrote after that, Midnight Crossroad, it was supernatural flavored, right? So there's this little town in Texas. Everything's coming up Texas. I fucking love Texas. But so everything is coming up Texas, and a psychic. Well, he has some visions. It's kind of like Trelawney from Harry Potter, where she's got some true visions, but then she makes a lot of shit up just by being observant or just being wacky. Either or. So there is a psychic in the first books, and his name is Manfred, and he is the great Manfredo. I think that's it. So he moves to Midnight, Texas, and he loves it because nobody asks questions, but everybody's weird. So it's kind of expected that you're a little off kilter if you're in the middle of midnight. So this is the second book, and it's called Dayshift. Vampires kind of come into play. Do you see where I'm going with this? Spoilers. Don't watch any more of the show until you've read the first one. Spoilers. And Barry, the bellboy, Barry Horowitz, is in this book. So I'm trudging along, and I'm about a third of the way through, and Barry is introduced. I'm like, this guy really kind of feels familiar, this character. I feel like I've seen him before. He's a telepath, and he can read minds, and he knows some things, and he knows that midnight is strange, but knows that it's okay. So I'm like, why would anybody who's coming from out of town feel as though it's okay? That's because he knows Sookie. I was pausing for dramatic effect. Sookie Stackhouse. He is Barry the Bellboy. When her and Bill were staying in the place in Dallas, and shit went down, the first big major thing, and Sookie's like, oh my god, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Yeah. Barry the Bellboy, when she meets the other telepath, and oh my god, they even talk about Sookie for a minute. And it turns out that Manfred knows Sookie. I don't even know how Manfred knows Sookie, but Manfred knows Sookie. And I'm like, okay, so now I need to read all the True Blood books again. I'm sorry, the Sookie Stackhouse novels all over again, because I'm like, what the flip, man? But I'm really excited. So it's a really good book. It's just a fun read. I really like her style because she just is fun. Fun. And people can say whatever they want about supernatural books, and that's fine. I don't care. But Charlaine Harris writes a really good, she spins a good tale. She just does. So there are angels. I know, it was really exciting. And there are werewolves, and actually, that's a lie. And I already said spoilers, right? Quinn. Quinn shows up. And Quinn is such one of my favorites. He's a were-tiger, so the were-animals. And there's so much more to the story, and you learn a little bit more of why Quinn disappeared and how he disappeared and why he disappeared from the Suki novels. Like, you learn, like, this is brilliant. What she did is she took two universes and, like, made them simultaneously happening at the same time. And she swore that she wouldn't write another Suki novel. And she kept her word. But she lied. She's shady, the little shenanigans. But I freaking love it, and I'm so glad she did, because I squealed. I squealed, and lost my shit, and almost threw the book, but I didn't, because it's a library book, and I didn't, like, want to hurt it or anything. And, like, I try to respect books, because I'm a bookworm, right? So, yeah, really, really, really good stuff. You need to check it out. It's got old people in it, fun nursing home. It's got crazy people. It's got psychics. There was a blurb that I really liked. An excellent follow-up to True Detective. If you aren't quite ready to let go of the eerie South yet, pick up your copy of Midnight Crossroad. Eerie South. I am a Southern girl, born and bred. Love Texas. I'm actually from Tennessee, but I'm really wanting to go to Texas really soon. And this just makes me so hungry for the desert. It's so good. I'm like, if there's not were-tigers and vampires when I get to Texas, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed because, you know, a little magic, a little mystery, and a lot of imagination. It's just really, really good. So we have this badass who is this, like, hurt little girl, and then she grows up to be this awesome killer assassin, and I feel as though maybe I'm kind of like her a little bit. But when you read it, see what you think. Tell me what you think about it. And okay, I've touched on this before, but any book that has a map in the beginning is my kind of book. Maps and glossaries, and I'm sold. I'm all yours. I will talk beautiful things about you forever and ever and ever and ever. But yeah, it's got everything in it. It's got suspense. It's got romance. It's got supernaturals. Soups. It's got vampires. It's got, oh my gosh. Read it. Let me know what you think. Will you do that for me? Yes? Okay. So the first book is actually really amazing as well. So you need to read it probably first before you read this one. But that's okay. This is brand new. I got it from my library and I have to take it back. I really don't want to. I just want to keep it. Do you think I can keep it? I could probably keep it. I don't know. Let me know what you think. And, like, do you all have any suggestions for books that you want me to read? Because I think I'll do it. Because I just did the, I did the book review for Confluence, which is an amazing novel. She's really, not novel, I'm sorry. Poetry collection. She's really awesome. Sandra Machete. Talked about that. We've done, I haven't done this book review, but Teddy from Michael David Anderson, Wake is about to come out, and I want to do it. I have books everywhere, sorry. Yeah, so, like, tell me what you think. I'm thinking about doing maybe some, I don't know. What do you want? You tell me. Let me have you all pick me a book. Would that be okay? Okay, I don't know. Check it out. Check out Dayshift. Check out Midnight Crossroad. Check them out. Let me know what you think. I've said check them out a lot, so sorry. But we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Okay, since I was talking about Texas, I actually forgot that I wanted to do a quick blurb. My shout out is to Jasmine Jew, who is a artist and a jewelry maker and an all-around badass. She plays in a metal band and, like, she's just fucking phenomenal. So, like, she makes, like, all of my jewelry. So, like, see my little Buddha? You see it? Yeah. And, like, you know, rings, and she does what? I know, right? And like this little dude right here, it's a tarot card. It's a custom tarot card for her comic book and her band, Tombstone Union, which are amazing and they're fucking awesome. And like, here's her little card. Yeah, right? And here's her information. You see it? Please check her out because she's fucking badass and I really love her a lot. And I mean, she's just really awesome. I live in Tennessee and just have been following this artist for a few years now. And she's just really cool. I really like her a lot. Tombstone Union, the band that she's in, they got me through the death of my nephew. And I just really, like, it's like, you feel it. So check them out. And just let me know what you think about them too, because they're awesome. So, I guess that's it. And I just really wanted to say hi to you guys again for a few more minutes, because I didn't want to go. But I think I have to now. So, bye. Hey everybody, it is Whitney, or Darth Crow, with No Drinking in the Library. And